Jai Hind students, welcome to science class of grade 7. We are discussing the chapter light. In chapter light, we have done basic about the lenses. So today we will discuss about the convex lens. So as far as convex lens is concerned, in the last lecture we discussed that convex lens is the lens which is thick from the middle and thin at edges, and this lens is also called the converging lens. Why it is called the converging lens? The reason is that this is the lens and this line is its principal axis. If we are having the rays of light which are parallel to the principal axis, these rays meet each other at a point. So that's why this lens is called the converging lens, because it converges the parallel rays. Now, what are the uses of convex lens? All of us know that we can see with our eyes, and in the eyes, the eye lens is also convex. But the eye lens? Eye lens is also a convex lens. Second point. Convex lens is used to rectify hypermetropia. Hypermetropia. What is hypermetropia? It is a disease due to which a person is unable to see the nearby objects clearly. So that is called the hypermetropia. In order to rectify this defect, what has to be used? A person has to wear the spectacles in which convex lenses are used. And third is, it is used in projectors. All of you have seen the projectors. In projectors there is a lens fitted, that is a convex lens. After projectors, it is fitted in the cameras and projectors, cameras, telescopes. Telescopes. What are the telescopes? Telescopes are the devices with the help of which we can see the faraway objects clearly. For example, if I want to see a star in the sky, it is very far away from the earth, we can use the telescope. If I am on the earth and I want to see a nearby object, let us say at a distance of 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, I can use a telescope. And what is a microscope? Microscope, it is a device with the help of which we can see the very small objects which cannot be seen by our naked eye. So these are the uses of convex lens. I am repeating. Our eye lens, it is also a convex lens. Hypermetropia. Convex lens is used to cure hypermetropia, and hypermetropia is a disease in which a person is unable to see clearly the nearby objects. For example, a person cannot read the book comfortably if he is suffering from the hypermetropia. To cure hypermetropia, what is used? Eye lens is used. So I can say that it is used to cure the hypermetropia, and convex lens, it is used in the projectors, cameras, telescopes and the microscopes. Next is some basic terms for convex and concave lenses. These terms are used for convex lens as well as for the concave lens. So let's do these terms. First is optical center. Now, as the name suggests, what is the optical center? It is the center of the lens. What is the optical center? It is the center of lens. Let us say we are having this convex lens and this is the concave lens. Why concave? Because these surfaces are concave. Why convex? Because these surfaces are convex. This central point is called optical center, and its central point is called the optical center. So what is the optical center? It is the center of the lens. And what is the speciality of an optical center? Its speciality is that if a ray of light passes through the optical center, no deviation takes place. It passes straight without any deviation. So this is the speciality of the optical center. Second point is principal axis. What is principal axis? Principal axis, so let me explain first. Principal axis is an imaginary line which passes through optical center. Let us say principal axis, it is an imaginary line which passes through the optical center and is perpendicular to the surface of the lens. So what I want you to say that, let us say this lens is convex lens and this is its center. Now a ray of light which passes through the optical center and is perpendicular to its both surfaces. So that line is called the principal axis. So how can we define principal axis? It is an imaginary line which passes through optical center and is perpendicular to both surfaces of lens. It is perpendicular to the both the surfaces of a lens. And if I want to draw the principal axis for concave lens, what I will draw? I will pass a line which passes through its center. Then this line is the say principal axis. Third point is focus. What is focus? Let's do the focus. Now listen students. What is the focus? Let us say I am having the rays of light which are parallel to the principal axis, and after passing through the lens, these rays of light, they meet each other at focus. This point is called the focus. So what is the focus? Focus is a point on principal axis where rays of light parallel to principal axis meet after passing from the lens. So that point is called the principal focus. And what is principal focus in case of concave lens? Listen students, in case of concave lens, let us say I am having the rays of light which are parallel to the principal axis. After refraction, these rays of light, they appear to pass from this point. So this point is the say principal focus. Why the rays of light they are moving upward, and why in this case ray of light is moving downward? It is because rays of light they always move towards the area of more thickness. Now thickness is increasing as we move from the edges to center, so the rays of light are moving down. Here this ray of light is moving up. Why? Because thickness is increasing as we move from the edge to the middle. And what happens in this case? Thickness is increasing upward. So the ray of light is moving upward. In this case, thickness is increasing downward. So ray of light is moving downward. So what happens? So what is the principal focus? So here principal focus is this. So how can we define the principal focus? Third point is principal focus. Principal focus, it is a point on principal axis such that rays of light parallel to principal axis meet or appears to meet after passing through lens. So this point is the principal focus. O is here optical center and F is here principal focus. Principal focus is represented by F. Now what is focal length? Fourth point is focal length. Focal length. What is focal length? It is distance between optical center and principal focus. The distance between optical center and principal focus is called the focal length. So these are the basic terms which are used in the lenses. Now let's move to image formation in convex lens. So image formation in convex lens. First of all, let's do the rules for image formation. In convex lens, what are the rules for image formation? Let us say we are having a convex lens, right? And this line is principal axis. And what is the center? We are having optical center. In mirror we were using pole. Now let us say this point is F at 3 cm from O, and again at further 3 cm mark a point 2F. Again here mark a point F at 3 cm mark a point 2F. First rule is, if we are having a ray of light which is parallel to principal axis and it passes through focus, so a ray of light parallel to principal axis passes through focus when it passes from the lens. And what is the second rule? Second rule is that, let us say again we are having convex lens. What this line is? Principal axis. This point is optical center. At 3 cm mark F. At further 3 cm mark 2F. At 3 cm mark F. And at further 3 cm mark a point 2F. Now, what will happen? What is the second point? Second point is that if a ray of light passes through the focus, what will happen? It will become parallel to principal axis. Both these are converse of one another. How? If a ray of light is parallel to principal axis, it passes through focus, and if a ray of light passes through focus and it becomes parallel to principal axis after passing from the lens. And what is the third rule? In the third rule, what we do, we have also done, is that let us say we are having a convex lens and this point is principal axis and this point is optical center. If a ray of light passes through optical center of the lens, let us say it is passing from optical center of the lens, it will pass without any deviation. This line, it will always remain straight. This ray, it will always remain straight. It will not bend, as you have seen bending in the previous cases. Now, next is image formation in convex lens. Image formation in convex lens. What is the image formation in convex lens? Similar to that of concave mirror. The first case is when object is at infinity. What does it mean? It means that this is the lens and this line is principal axis. This point is optical center. What is the meaning that object is at infinity? It means the rays of light are parallel to one another. Before that, mark point F at 3 centimeter, again 2F at 3 centimeter, mark F at 3 centimeter, again at the 3 centimeter. So what will happen? It will pass through focus. Now question is that why I am writing F and 2F here? F and 2F here. Answer is that a lens is having the two surfaces. One is this surface, another one is this surface, right? So what this is? Object is at infinity. And what is the image form? Image is real inverted. Why real? Because rays are meeting in actual practice. Highly diminished, very very small, highly diminished and formed at focus, right? Second is when object is beyond 2F. When object is beyond 2F, let us say object is beyond 2F. Let me draw an object which is beyond 2F. Let us say we are having a convex lens and this line is principal axis, this point is optical center. At 3 centimeter mark F, further 3 centimeter mark a point 2F. And here 3 centimeter mark F and here 3 centimeter mark a point 2F when object is beyond 2F. How the image will be formed? Simple. One ray of light is parallel to principal axis. It passes through the focus. And second ray of light, it passes through the optical center and it passes without any deviation. So this point is optical center. If I say this object is AB, then this is A dash B dash. What is image form? Real. Why real? Because rays are meeting in actual practice. So image formed is real and inverted. And this is object, this is image. Image is smaller. So I will say that image is diminished. And where it is formed? It is formed between F and 2F. So second point is when object is beyond 2F. Now let's move to the third point. When object is at 2F. What happens when object is at 2F? Third point, when object is at 2F. Let us say this is convex lens and this is principal axis. 3 centimeter mark a point F, further 3 centimeter mark 2F, 3 centimeter mark F, mark 2F. So when object is at 2F, let us say this is the object AB. How image will be formed? First of all, a ray of light from the B, it will be parallel to principal axis, and after that it passes through the focus. And what about the second ray? Second ray, it passes through optical center, and both these rays, they are meeting here. So here we get the image A dash B dash. Object is at 2F and image is also formed at 2F. So what we can say? We can say that image is real, inverted, same size as that of object, same size as that of object, and where it is formed at 2F. Alright, now let's move to the fourth point. When object is between F and 2F. Let us say object is between F and 2F. Now let us say this is convex lens and this line which passes through the center is principal axis. Point O is optical center at 3 centimeter mark F, further 3 centimeter mark 2F, again 3 centimeter mark F, again 3 centimeter mark 2F. So when object is between F and 2F, let us say I am drawing object here. This object is AB. So one ray from B, it parallel to principal axis and it passes through the focus. And second ray, it passes through optical center, and here they are meeting. So here image is A dash B dash. Is image bigger or smaller? It is bigger. So what I will say? I will say that image is magnified. Magnified means bigger. And where image is formed? Image is formed beyond 2F. This image is formed beyond 2F. So image is real, inverted, magnified, formed beyond 2F. Why real? Because rays of light they are meeting in actual practice.
That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.